Church, I have the privilege to come on behalf of the Missions Committee and give a little missions report. We call this, on every second Sunday, we talk about our missions moment. We talk about one of the missions that we support, one of our 12 missions that we support. And I have a particular connection with this month's mission, which is why I volunteered to jump up and talk about this. But our mission of the month for the month of March is Paul and Barbara Frizzell, missionaries to Bolivia, South America. Obviously, if you can't see the resemblance, it's there. The older that I get, the more I realize I'm turning into my dad. As a teenager, that was something I did not want, absolutely did not want. But as I've grown older, I realize that I'm going to kind of lean into that, and that's who I'm becoming. But they have been missionaries, BBFI missionaries, in the country of Bolivia since 1984. That's where I grew up, on the mission field with my parents. And so I just want to talk a little bit about them. We have the privilege next week. My dad is going to be here, and he's going to preach, and he's going to bring the word for us. So I'm hoping and praying that there's not going to be any stories told about me, but I just can never. That's the prerogative, right, of pastors. You get to tell stories on your kids. And so no matter what age you are, your parents are still telling stories on you. There right now, my parents are on furlough, or if in the SBC world, they call that stateside assignment. So they're here for the next few months. They're going to be here till May. And really, honestly, though, what's happening in Bolivia right now, I thought as my dad would get older that his ministries would kind of slow down, but the opposite has happened. I think he is busier than he has ever been before. The things that he talks about and just the different missions they're a part of and the different things going on, it constantly surprises me. There are brand new church plants happening all across the city of Tarija, where my parents serve. There's exploratory Bible studies that might turn into churches, and that's happening right now. There's new missionary families joining them. Several over the last year have come. So there's an amazing group of missionaries that are creating a great network there. There are pastors that have been trained in the Bible college that's there in Tarija, and they're now going around the country and planting churches. And so we're seeing like second, third, fourth generation Christians being raised up from this ministry. My parents just wrapped up, they do a big camp every year. They do a youth camp, and this year they added a children's camp as well. They saw more than 250 total campers. They had 36 saved and 2 surrendered to the ministry in this camp season this year. So God is really, truly blessing. You know, I'm torn as their son. Like, I want them to come home here, but God is doing such an amazing work through them. They have sacrificially served for more than 30 years now, and so it's really exciting to see what's going on. Through your giving and support of them and their other supporting churches, they were actually able to buy a piece of property this year. They had 2 churches that were meeting that had both grown up, and they didn't know what to do, which one to build a property for. And what they ended up doing was finding a piece of land in between the 2 churches, and the 2 churches are going to merge and become one mega church, I guess. There. But it's really neat. And through our giving, we're able to see churches being planted, souls being saved, lives being transformed. But we just want to keep you informed from the Missions Committee about what's happening and where our missions dollars are going, so we can see the impact that's going all around the world. If you would like to learn more about it, we have built a webpage called fbcvan.org/missions. And all of the 12 mission partnerships that we have are on there. You can read the most recent updates that we've gotten from them. You can see how to learn more, how to give directly to them, and all those different things. So please look at that, and we would really appreciate that.